And the second he thought that, he found himself in a room with transparent walls and he could still see the ocean. And then there was he saw like a female entity, and the description of this female entity was vague. They didn't actually describe her. And later, like, or after this, the room with transparent walls kind of like morph or change into a type of amphitheater. And Ed noticed that there were other beings sitting on the amphitheater watching, and the female entity and Ed were speaking telepathically because Ed could not move his mouth, and the female entity was saying, all the stuff that happened to you earlier is not gonna happen again. And then Ed began remembering. Ed was like, what is she talking about? And he was remembering like abduction events from earlier in his life that were very frightening. And Ed was he was scared, but the female entity like did a good job to calm him down, and he began to trust her. And it was described that he found the female entity unusually attractive, and he was naked when this was happening, and he was self-conscious about this, and he kind of like trusted the female entity that she was like talking to him to try to calm him down. And he he was attracted to her, and he began to become aroused, and he got an erection. He thought that he was gonna have sex with her, and she was like, you think that's gonna happen, but that's not exactly what's gonna happen. Like, we need humans. She said something like, we need human sperm to create special babies, and a device with the shape of a hand was placed on his genitals, and he ejaculated. And she said something like, you provided like a good sample. And then, like, he later said that he kind of like trusted this female being, but that he felt that the event felt kind of forced. So after they did this to him, the next thing he knew, he was sitting on the amphitheater with other beings. And then like another being, I mean, I keep saying being, but they're not specific about the description of how these entities look like. So he was sitting on the amphitheater, and this larger being came, and he was just giving like lectures to the people sitting on the amphitheater. And they were saying that he was saying that humanity was not following a code of ethics, that Earth is in eco spiritual and emotional instability, and that the Earth is shuddering in anguish, crying, weeping at the stupidity of humans losing contact with their inner soul or their being. And then Ed and the female being are talking, and she says that Ed was special, that he can hear the earth, that he can hear the anguish of the spirits, and that he can hear the wailing cries of the imbalances of the earth. And then Ed realized that he always loved nature as a child, that he loved being on the woods, and he was happy there. And there was a lot of messages and being said, and Ed asked the female being if he could take notes, and he was denied that request. And she said that he would remember when the time was right. And he told John Mack that he was raised Catholic and that his family values oppose what the aliens were trying to open him to. Basically, a message of saving the environment. The message that they were trying to tell him was that humans were abusing the earth and they were not protecting the environment. They were like damaging the environment. And the he just Ed kept saying that the female was discussing politics and the environment and the food that humans consume and the violence, how violent we are towards other human beings. And after that, Ed stopped saying John Mack because because he became at peace with what happened. Like he said that he wasn't traumatized. He said that his eyes were open and he was more self-aware with the universe and the environment. Like he changed his perspective on everything. And after that, Ed, like he said that his friends began thinking that he was weird, and Ed went on with his life, and he began dating women, and he always kept comparing the women that he dated with a female entity back on the UFO. I guess they don't specify if what it was. And during his last recession regression with John Mack, he told John Mack that humans, like it was too late for humans, that few will listen, and the few that listen and can work with the laws of nature will survive to teach others on the other side. And that he said that humanity was lost, that it was too late for us. But once humans, quote unquote, cross over to the other side, that we will make better choices in our new plane of existence. And the chapter concludes that Ed and his wife just decided to get involved in the alien abduction experiencer movement, and they just wanted to continue discussing their experiences and bring awareness to what's happening with the environment and all those things.